So, we are going to be doing a commentary run for Shadows of Doubt, a procedurally generated noir detective style game, which doesn't want to actually come to the foreground right now, but that's fine. It is a bingo run that we are going to be doing. This document here, which will be linked in the description below, shows the setup I use for it, the game settings at the top here, the restrictions and other clarifications on various goals that will be available within our bingo list. And over here we have the actual potential goals. Most of these are fairly straightforward and relatively quick, but as we get towards the bottom, just pausing a little bit in case you need to stop the stream and read them. Down at the bottom here, the arrest warrant, public humiliation, cheating partner, recover a stolen item, photography, destruction, business concern, tail and acquire. Those are our 8 main side job types, and they take up most of the game time. They each perform slightly differently. I will try to speak about what each one is, depending on what we actually rolled in our board, and as they happen, I will try to explain the different types of them, but most of the game time is spent on the side quests and then just working backwards to see what other goals we can accomplish at the same time. So we are actually trying to complete regular game tasks, just random ones, effectively. There is also major cases in this game. Since you are a detective, these ones are automatically given to you, and it's based on the seed that the game is generated from. We are hoping to get a murder case as the major one, and not a kidnapping case. The kidnapping case does have a kind of forced weight in it, which just is boring. So if this run does get approved, I do have a couple commentators in mind who are familiar with this game and should be able to vet a seed, so we would get a random murder case instead of a kidnapping one. Hopefully it doesn't come up this time, but we will show it. There is a few goals in here that may not be possible, like this cover up a murder one right at the bottom. It's possible that if we had a kidnapping case, there is no murder to cover up. Additionally, it's possible that even if it is a murder, the person doesn't want it covered up, they don't care enough. So we'll just have to see what happens. Our goal for the bingo is 3 lines. Let me switch over to the correct scene here. My PB for this is a 5340 right now. I just changed how my splits are laid out, so there's no real progress for it. I forgot to update my bingo here. I generated a new seed, but have not looked at it. Let me just update which one's on the stream here. Interact. Password. Join room. I will reveal this for you and try to not look at it as I set up the game myself. In the settings, there is streaming options, so I do have the licensed music disabled. I would like to make the Twitch Connect work, but when I push this button, it automatically connects to mine. I don't know if there's a file somewhere that would connect it to the live chat. I would have to look into that. It might be an option, it might not be. But with that, it adds viewer names from my chat to the pool of names in-game. So right now we have Lucifer and Behemoth Steve here. Hello, everyone. It is possible that we will meet Lucifer or Behemoth or Steve in the game now. We always generate a new one. One incentive could be the city name because this does appear a few times throughout. I just hit random for my purposes. Size medium. Random seed, but we can have it vetted just to be safe. Player name, I'm just going to keep as myself because you never see it. That's irrelevant. The difficulty, I play on extreme because that only affects the combat damage, and I do try to play stealthy-er, but occasionally you get into a spicy situation, and it's more intense to actually have to deal with the consequences, so... We only start with 5 money, 5 lockpicks. Bare minimum. We want a short game. Skip the intro, and all other statuses are on. The gameplay modifiers, we have no apartment, and nothing from the special modifiers are on. So the timer does not start until we gain control in the game. This is where I would normally reveal the board to myself and look at what we have to go off of. So I can see that we need Lost and Found, that's a rare one. Arrest Warrant, Tail and Acquire, unfortunate. That's another one we like to avoid. So we could also vet the board itself. That would just need to regenerate it for Tail and Acquire. This side job has an extremely low chance of actually showing up in the world. I don't know why it's so low, but it is. So we need Arrest Warrant, Lost and Found, Tail and Acquire, Stolen Item, and Photography. Stolen Item's also a rare one. This seed is actually quite rough. I don't see many good lines here. Oh, this is spicy. Because the entire left side is out with Tail Acquire and 10,000 crows in a thing. We might be able to do the bottom row. We just need to get a lot of money. Right column. Ooh, resolve a major case after escalation. So in the case of murders, they would need to do a second murder, so we will have to ignore that for a bit. Middle column's not bad, assuming we get the stolen item recovery, which is also a fairly rare one. And then column 2. Oh, we're about to start. Because this is the last bar before loading, and then it throws us in. So my first priority is booking it directly to a job board and trying to find some of these. And we almost always start out... Actually, this is a nice back alley. They actually started with those doors locked. How unfortunate. Normally, some of those doors are open, so you can attempt to earn some quick cash in their back rooms, but this will be okay. Job boards are right beside the phone. Photography, that is one we need. We don't care about arrest right now. Public humiliation. I have 3 unlisted side jobs, and I do have 3 here. That is possible. Ooh. So that glowing blue vial is a good chunk of money. When I find a pawn shop, I can sell it for 500 money. I'm getting some lag spikes. Why am I running at 30 FPS? Okay, another arrest, destruction, photography, humiliation. We are getting unfortunate luck. Oh wait, I needed arrest. The reward for jobs is loosely correlated to how difficult it is. A job that pays very little is likely to have an easier time completing it. 8544. A lot of passcodes are hidden just in the world like that. Where's your back room? Strange. But if I could access their back room, I would be able to use that passcode to enter their safe. Unfortunate. I should start one of these jobs. So, the way the jobs work is they give you a target citizen with random information about them. In this case, they are a 21-year-old who works at chemical systems with a first initial A. So I need to go here and figure out more about them and try to locate the target. This is an arrest job, which just requires us to arrest the target once we find them. Unfortunately, this is a restricted area. And I have not fully skimmed my goal list, so I don't know what else is on the board because I am a slow reader and it took me so long to figure out what was happening. These filing cabinets usually have files. They don't this time. That is unfortunate. My controller is plugged in and I can hear it vibrating like mad. There we go. Beautiful Bear, Bowen Hadley, Bridget Kong, Amanda Nunes. That's probably it. And it was already pinned, so that is our target. Okay. Sometimes it just auto-pins and updates things weirdly. So now that we have their name, plug the controller, it is possible to find out where they live through a city directory. We need to find a phone book again, because phone books do not give you phone numbers, they give you addresses. I don't understand it, and it's a big, weird part about this game, but hey, we get used to it. Photography, arrest, photography, business concern? No. We have not seen 2 of our jobs yet on 4 boards. This is a more typical file, seed to go with. I do need money for cuffs. I have money because I sold a sync disc earlier. I need to go to the town hall to buy said cuffs. There it is. Took a minute to find it there. I guess I could have just looked around. It's got a unique roof. Well, we'll be coming back here several times. I can also buy a camera right now because I'm going to need that. And I need Bloodhound Tracker. So we've got a few tools that we will need now. I should use the phone in here. Silly me. It was Nunes. Lavender Hotel. That's here. That's not here. That's across the road. I saw the hotel right beside the... My brain's a bit jumpy today. We had a cat on my lap for a while. She was cute. Stolen item case. We actually got one. Hell yeah. We'll finish this arrest first, hopefully. I should have used the elevator because it's the 3rd floor, but it's too late now. I can call it up when I get here. Does not appear to be home. Jewelry? I need to look at my other goals. Take out a loan, lockpicks, lost and found, stinky, side jobs, mementos. Valuables in the trash, unfortunate. Sync upgrade, unfortunate. 100% character profile. Do they have a computer in here? I do not see a computer in here. Oh, another room, bathroom. Unfortunate. I don't even see a safe. I could have got a free camera. Oh. Very unfortunate. Multiple things that we could have got there. So the person wasn't at work or at home. We can't actually do anything with this right now. Spartan Insurance does have upgrades with it, and one of our tiles is apply a sync disc upgrade. I do have an upgrade vial. I can't actually pick it up. Okay, we will go to plan B and throw it in the trash so we can get a goal on the board, because this is a valuable item and we are disposing of it in the trash. Bad couch. Okay. I need to call them to start this. So, stolen item case. I have to go to this person's house, figure out who they are related to, and then which one of their friends had taken it. Maybe not friends, but people they know, their acquaintances in their contact book. This is a longer side job. And it is more rare, but it usually pays well. In this case, it's 1,700 and a sync disc, which is kind of rare. I hit 17th, not 7. Whoops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got through. That was 6. I can't count. Hey, you asked me to come here and pick up your stuff for you, so... nope, that's not important. You shoved your things into the desk sideways. That's silly. Ooh, laser, that's kind of dangerous. Shh, I thought it was... There's 2 in here. Okay. Let's just not mess with that room for the minute. Empty thing. I did not see a passcode that I remember. I also don't see a phone. Where the heck's your phone? There it is. Address book. So we need this. And Juliet... do not have sample writing yet. This is the hallway. This is the bathroom. J mirrors your birth. You have the divine bottle stolen. Dabara. Okay. Okay. $701. That's here. What? Or Mina. Which is not a name in here. Interesting. Wait. We are at 701. Oh, different 701. Okay, okay. Yes. I confused myself. They had the same number. That's completely on my brain. Come on now. So this person has the exact item that we're looking for. Mira also exists. So it's very likely that this person has it at their place. I just need to find a last name. Unfortunately, I don't have, but I can trace the phone backwards. Phone this way. This is a fun little thing to do. So we don't actually need to call there. It is 1 p.m. We need to go break into the call center here, trace that back to where they came from. This is an enjoyable thing for me to do. I like working backwards like this and actually having to do detective stuff. It's almost always in the basement, but we can also locate another business if we're here. Unknown address. This is a gun shop? No, that is our black market trader. Excellent. I did not see the power room. What? Oh, it's beside the trader. So lockpicking's fairly easy in this game. You just push the button and it breaks lockpicks over time. I stole a house key earlier. It was under one of the carpets. I missed that. So we have outgoing calls at this time. Herman Heights. Yes, we know it went to that building. I'm an idiot. We know where they live. I am an idiot. I did not need to do that at all. I do have the objective for black market permission granted, so it wasn't a complete waste. I am just an idiot. So normally you would use that to figure out where the phone number is attached to. We just already had the final location. I didn't need to do that at all. It's a bunch of floors there. Oh, this is a train wreck already. I love it. Barge door open. I did break into one of those houses already. Okay, trace a phone call. We got a murder. Okay. Kind of traced it. I did the half of it. I didn't go here to see which room it is. So I guess after this, we already have the result, but I can go to the basement here and finish tracing that call. I'm not going to mark it until we actually do it, because that would be cheating. This said somebody is coming to the door. Hi, you. Can I come in? I'm not riffraff, I'm Susan. Thank you. So somewhere here would be that thing we were missing, 9077. Hello. Ooh, a diamond. I should just go plant this. I don't need it. So we have planted our bloodhound tracker, and we got a good chunk of money. Choice. Chateau, chateau, chateau. You have so much alcohol, I don't know what it looks like. How do you have so much alcohol? Prop gun. Handcuffs. Ooh, spicy. I don't need these. Why am I doing this? 100% a character profile. It is on there. Okay. I don't think... Period. I don't think, apparently. Everything is falling apart. This is a very brain-intensive game. Oh, handcuff target, leave them somewhere non-public. Unfortunately, I do have a rule in my bingo where I have to complete all conditions, or 4 out of 5. Apparently somebody else has a bottle of this stuff, and I may have just gone on a goose chase. Or they drank it already. Because it's not here. It wasn't in the safe, which is the big location. We did get a random diamond, but unfortunately nothing else. Which makes this a longer job. And I didn't stay long enough here in Juliet's house to get their writing to know which part of the address book is theirs. Although they both have the same writing style, so that wouldn't narrow it down anyways. This is a terrible job. I should abandon it. Okay, arrest. We will go back here and see if they are around. Unfortunate that we didn't get that. I need to trace the phone call here just to complete it. We did start it. And I can complete that. So it was 3 something. And it also gives me a chance to look at the walls down here and possibly pick up the black market code. Because there's graffiti hidden possibly in a few places around the city in a public area that says what the black market code is. This is what we need. That's a lot of lockpicks. I don't have enough. I can't complete that. But the gun there would also have a code normally. It's supposed to. do also require a lot. 8. Yeah, I can't actually break into this right now. That is extremely unfortunate. Because that would have been a good chunk of a line. Videotape -2 to 2. -2 is garbage. We are not going in there. Abandon that as well. We have had some unfortunate luck this time, which is probably for the best because last time I ran this, we had an extremely good seed and I PB'd by a wide margin. And it would have set an unrealistic expectation for how fast this run could go. This is much more typical. Are you the person? You are the person. Arrest Amanda Nunes. Lucky us. Resolve. Plot route. Where is the arrest on our board? Left side. Okay. Jukebox is on my list. We love the jukebox. Good music. Silly times. Computer's off, unfortunately. That might be a password I can get for an easy security terminal, though. Unless one of these is available. It's not. Okay. So this should be our case completed for the arrest. I need to wait for the check marks to appear. Oh, I have 5 goals already. My bad. Why is this taking so long? That was weird. I have to Alt-Tab to actually click buttons on the board, so it does lose me some time, unfortunately. Oh, this is the hardware store. They sell cameras too, and briefcases. Good to know. They look the same as the pawn shop from the outside. Cancel. Was this the one that gave us a thing? No, that's just money. Close that. Don't need it. Confirm. Stolen item. Derailed. Photograph of someone. We do have camera now. We're going to sell that diamond, an extra 1,200. Let's go. We are a good portion of the way towards our 10K. We're a third of the way there already. I did not look for telephone. It would probably actually be better to just... Do you have one I can use? No, not a security terminal either. Okay. Just go in the diner. There's a phone. Here. So this will tell us to go to a person or a payphone, and that'll give us a briefcase with the target. Yep. Pheasant donuts. Stolen item we missed out of. Photography is at the bottom row. I need to buy some lockpicks. Sometimes this takes a while. There we go. Briefcase gives us the information on the target. Unknown citizen who lives in the towers. Gray Eyes V basement. So first initial V lives in the basement. That's our clue. And then gray hair will just help us spot them. I've not seen any passcodes on the wall yet, which is unfortunate, but since we're going to the basement again, I think this is one we've already run through. Yeah. Oh wait, no. That's the one with the black market shop. Yeah. Can't actually get in there yet. But you have to give them the password to get in there, and that's one of our goals, so I do need to find that somewhere. Nobody's at these homes. That's gonna make this more difficult. I believe door damage is persistent. That's not gray hair. Was that our only other clue? Initial V, gray eyes, not hair. Okay, so that's not a clue. First initial V. Forgot I can inspect you. Blue eyes, not you. This one's abandoned. There's your files. Corey. It's not our person. It's actually quite difficult to 100% a person's profile. I'm not sure I'll be able to do that. This is a very mean board for us. Just confirming that is empty. Diana Fieldy. Was it a D? V. V. Not them. So it should be this location with our V person. There it is. Vera. Blaze. And it's not letting me pin it because it's already pinned somehow. It just halfway updates itself. And now I have it pinned twice. Somehow. And it didn't actually merge it. This game is a little odd sometimes. They are a receptionist. And they have nothing in here. They have a couch, a bed, and their files. Receptionist at Queensworth Networks. Search. Queensworth Networks. Heh, you're drunk. I was trying to talk to you, but that worked. Blue eyes. I said gray, right? I already forget. Different fingerprints. I don't think that's it. I do have a very poor brain. It forgets what it's doing very often. And that is unfortunate. It makes this game a lot more spicy. But I do enjoy trying to work through it constantly. This might be an actually terrible run for us, unfortunately. Why did you turn your computer off? Oh, this works. Okay, so I have your face. I have one of your face, but not both. 74% profile. No. 4890. I like how they don't care enough to look behind them. Ooh. I said put that down. I'm gonna get shot for this. You drop. Wow, that was extremely difficult, but I do have everybody together now. And it automatically tagged her as in the photo. Excellent. That is all we needed. And we got a couple diamonds, gets us close to the 10K. That... I'm surprised that worked with how hard it was to put down a briefcase. And then look at something else and not pick up the briefcase. Ugh. Eighth floor. So we have been ignoring the major case. Sometimes they escalate quickly, sometimes they take a while. We might need to sleep or rest for the time to advance enough for it to actually go to their second event. Let's see if we get our photography. Yes, we did. Now we need to... Did this one have a reward? No. Close, close, confirm. Back to the ground. I need to run around outside, actually, and just find our black market code. Because we have a few different things to sell now. I can purchase apartments, too. And the bottom right, decorate your office, requires us to own an apartment. Just checking all of these walls outside for our passcode, hopefully. It might be hidden inside of a basement. I should look at this. I didn't look here for jobs. Destruction, arrest. We did the arrest. We needed stolen item, till and acquire. Unfortunate. This looks to be the pawn shop, so I'm just going to use it while you're not here. Are you? Yes. Okay. I see that I have the briefcase again. I don't think it picked up our second diamond. Okay. That stolen item's a dead end. And the murder case. I guess we can start working on this. Or missing items. I'm not seeing a missing item board here. Search 1701 Gallo. That's an oil brand. Where are you? 1 and 5. 8 and 12. So 1 and 5 spectacles. Somewhere on the floor here. On one of these floors is a pair of glasses, and we need to turn it in for our Lost and Found quest. This isn't a full-on side job because it's not a unique case on its own, but it is a case that exists in the game, which gives you social credit. I didn't mention the social credit before, but that's the system that gives overall progress through the game, rather than money or levels. Your social credit is your level. It's how society views you. When you complete jobs of any type successfully, you earn. Don't. Strong Compounds Company. 30 crows. I'm gonna have to run the rest because I think I moved the elevator. If not, that's unfortunate. 5, 6. Once you get over a certain level in the building, you reach the echelon zone, which requires a high social credit to actually get into properly. I have blueprints here. We will probably need those. I do not see a passcode, unfortunately, or I'd be able to get the security terminal here. Would have appreciated that security terminal. Blueprints are useful, but we have now entered the echelon zone. If you played long enough to reach a high enough social credit zone, you can enter these areas freely. I, however, am a low-level nobody, so they don't approve of me in these areas, and if I go beyond the purple, I will be given heck on sight. So I need to find a way into this without my map teleporting to the other side. These go up. There's a hallway entrance there. Oh yeah, I can just go upstairs and use that to come back down into the room. Easy. Assuming I can actually reach it. Fun fact, when you're inside vents, you are not inside the building. So you can get cold and other debuffs from it. So there will be a dead body on the floor somewhere around here. We have to find them. Figure out how they died. See if there's any clues. And it looks like we have a rifle cartridge. And they gave us their name. How convenient. Deer slug, trash, shot to death. Blood pool, citizen. Contact book. Work rotation, company. Packing boxes. Purse, key. QA tech. Pins not being followed. Laney. Hello, upgrade vials. We love that for us. And another diamond. Hell yeah. 4599. Somebody else lives here. There's no files in their file box. That looks to be the guest room. Here's the office. Ooh. Two sync discs. Gosh darn. I would love both of those. I could drop my camera as spectacly as I need for the side job. Diamond. Upgrade file. Dang. That was the partner's name, not their name. Let's just... Not that one. This one. We have a code to unscramble. These ones are easy. They give us the name in an anagram order, so we just have to unscramble. And figure out who it is. They have a D... Nelson? D. Nelson. That'll do nicely. Okay. So we know who they are. I'm gonna throw out this camera. I can just buy another later. Because I need to take a memento from here. Nope, nope, nope. Put down. Actually, I'm going to take a sync disk that I can upgrade, and that'll free up multiple spots. I need to get out of here now. How did I get in here? With my legs. Cops saw nothing, don't worry about it. Okay. So, I didn't take a memento. That's one of our things. Whoops. I will have to go back there. or from our second victim, because we do need to wait for after their escalation, since I didn't have any particularly good lines here. I have 2 jobs I can't complete, 2 I've already done, but I can get the sync disk upgrade, and I can't go back and finish tracing that one phone call because I threw out the information for it, so I would need to trace a new one. Where is our sync clinic? There's a whole corner of the map I haven't been to. Here's our sync clinic. So, this game is noir-y, but it's also slightly cyberpunk-y, or hyper-industrialized, because we can do gene modding. I've mentioned the sync clinic a couple times now, but we can just slap these thingies into our body and become kind of cyborgy. In this case, we get free insurance. Medical care. Reduce costs. Yes, install. And we apply our vial. Boom. Sync disk upgrade. I believe that is... I can't count. Is that our 9 goals? That's not a security computer. You have a password on the desk? No? Okay. I have a diamond to sell and spectacles to turn in. Why can I not autopath to this location? Or show it on the map. What? Is this the one thing I don't have on my map yet? I don't know why it won't let me autopath to it. That's actually never happened to me before. Not autopath, but tell me where it is. That's the bad shop. It got dark. I don't know its location or anything. What? Berg Street Sync Clinic. What? Why is this game breaking? Strong Compounds Company. Ground floor lobby. Just go to a different part of the non-existent company. And hopefully giving the item to somebody doesn't freak out and say, oh, we're not the somebody you were supposed to give this to, and now you can't complete it. Well, let me talk to you. Can I talk to you now? No? Well, Bingus. I can't even show it on the map. That is so ridiculous. Map. Thank you. Where am I? Strong Compounds Industrial Plant. Processing floor lobby. Unknown address. Plot route. Here we go. This is not a restricted area, they just don't have a street access in any way. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Hey, we did it. That is our lost and found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that is our 9 goals. I used to have it splitting only on the lines exactly, but it usually happened where we snowballed multiple at once, and it didn't actually let us complete anything. We don't have a specific thing to go off of right now, because we have not seen Tail and Acquire, and our stolen item gave us a clue that led to a dead end, so I can start doing random jobs, in theory. I threw up my camera. I'll take these 2 public humiliation, because they're usually quick. Photograph of where a briefcase is hidden. Information on the target. Yes, yes. That is in the diner pointing at the corner. Is that the correct diner? No, we are at the wrong place. Connections. Wait, no. What? What? Kind. Is that the name of the location? It is. That was confusing my brain. This run has kind of fallen apart in the expected ways. I've not seen the loan shark yet either, but I have not been looking for them. They're usually in the basement. When you're wet, you have a chance of falling down while running. And I am extremely wet right now because we were standing outside for a while. Don't need that anymore. Unknown citizen at the Sync Clinic. Height, average. First initial P. Hi, Ari. Are you a baby? Use profile. Name S, name P, so that doesn't work. I don't think you left out a passcode for me to enter your back room. That's a bathroom. So I don't have easy access to their files yet. Here. It's possible the passcode is in the back room itself. But I need to get the employee files to figure out who our target is with the P. And hopefully work back to their name. Of course you're locked, but we got the details. Philip Colombo. Yep. Hi, baby. Are you being loud? Yeah. Okay. Heckin' wet. Okay. So we have our target. We need to humiliate them. Identify them. Throw food in their face, which means I need to find them and also have food. And here's a street vendor. Support your local street vendors. Buy a donut. Eat half the donut. And then find a phone book to figure out where this person is and get stuck in menus because it doesn't want to close anything. Okay. I set nothing to 1. Thank you. It was not letting me put away the donut. Come on, kitty. Yeah. I hope everybody can hear how stinky you are. Job board. Anger issues. Photography. Another humiliation. Concerns. Humiliation. Cheating. Arrest. We are not getting any of these. Tail and Acquire jobs. Unfortunately. That is on the bar at the roof? Oh man, I don't want to go to the top of the hotel. So we were working on this one, Philip Colombo. I have a phone book here. I need to figure out where Colombo lives. Colombo. 301 Herman. If we're lucky they're there, we can just run in, knock this off. If we're not lucky, I miss the donut throw. Humiliation jobs are a little rude, but they are relatively quick. Because it usually pays less, so it usually has more information on how to find them. It's just a question of whether they're actually at their location or not. Unknown citizen, dang it. Is your partner home? Yes, they are. No! Fudge. Gave it to him. Thank you for your chicken. Did it count? It did not count. That counted. So this is much more typical of a run to take longer. I feel like I've said that before. I'm still wet. Oh. We have not yet seen the black market code either, which is unfortunate. 8890237. If I type too fast, it does break sometimes. This will be one side job. Unlisted. Check, check. Close that, confirm. Call the phone number. Normally I'd type on numpad, but that's tied to my splits, so I don't want to accidentally. Albrecht Street, Cola. Need some coffee. Do you have a cola? No. You do. Another briefcase. Everybody's got briefcases. Take a photo of them. I don't have a camera again. Sometimes they say that and don't require it. Good. Fingerprint N. Brown eyes, very tall. 11th floor. 11th is echelons. So this will be more difficult as I don't have anything to identify them really aside from the fact that they're very tall. The height listed does actually matter for their model height, which is very cool. People actually have variable heights. I believe it's 8th floor the echelons start out, so the fact we're going up to 11. Very likely this is threatening. If I had traced that phone call earlier and finished these side jobs, that would be one line. The stinky would be another. I don't have another easy line, though. The right column would be the most. No. Oh. We haven't actually pulled this out yet, but this is what we use to read fingerprints and other things in the environment. It's the equivalent of taking prints, bring them back to a lab just in a portable hand scanner for us. course, there's very few prints here. Is it P? N? They're not showing up very clearly right now. Q, Q, N. So this would be our door at 11:02. Unfortunately, we are not PBing, as that would already be done. Gosh darn. Do you have lasers? No? Are you sleeping? Robert Sims. Paper stack is fake. Computer will be useful. 2 people live here. So it's either Robert Sims or Regina Durant. Regina's year of birth. House key. In case we get chased out. Year of birth, Regina, 1924. Another diamond. I am full because I have 2 stupid briefcases. Also, that says surveillance, so that technically counts as the surveillance thing. Hell yeah. Where was that? Security terminal. What was I looking for? Very tall brown eyes. It is not you because I have your brown eyes. Log off. They both had the same password of their birth year. That is very silly. But our target should be Robert Sims, I do believe. Very tall brown eyes. Very tall brown eyes. Robert. Tall blue eyes, yep. So just cross you out so I know it's Sims we need to. City Hall ground floor lobby. Okay. That's easy to find usually. Is there anything else I need here? No. Unknown citizen. Don't need them. We got lucky. They just let us in. Tracing a phone call. I really should have done that earlier and just finished that case before I closed it because I lost the information that I needed to track. Because that door was open. I think I've already been here. This looks like the gambling den. Okay. That's an apartment. I don't want to get full stinky yet. That's annoying to come back from, and it makes people less likely to trust you. I 4315. You have nothing. It's fine. Let me out. Get distracted very easily, apparently. This run has kind of fallen apart into a regular bingo run and not a commentary run. Ground floor lobby. Ground floor lobby. We need to throw food in their face. It is not often I get the 3 unlisted side jobs things and actually have it as one of our better goals. And of course the person I need isn't actually here at work right now. That is bonkers. Oh, this is the police lab. My bad. Were any of you the other things we needed? No, it's just all arrests. So I can't exactly do this right now. Murder case, I could go finish that. I need to do the third humiliate anyways because we've only done one. I need to get up there. I need to sell these diamonds in briefcase. I need to find the passcode. Which means I need to go into a basement I haven't been in yet to look at the walls there. Because it does not appear to be on a street. Forget it's never on the hotel bottom, but if we find the loan shark, we will be very close to our 10K goal. Nothing here. We sound gun shop, black market, gambling den. There's 2 more buildings it's likely in. It's not usually the slum area. If I get the black market permission, I can buy a residence and decorate my office. Ow. Normally there's stairs there, not just a pit to nothingness. Power room. Reading's hard. The fact that there's no passcodes on the walls either, and we've seen one for the gun shop that also didn't have the gun password on it. Very unfortunate. It's also possible it's in behind one of these on the wall because they do put graffiti on there, so you can't actually see the code. Oh, there we go. Brass knuckle. Okay, that's all we needed here. Hopefully I know how to spell that when I get there. We were very close to taking out a loan. I should have continued to do that, but without the tail and acquire, this does fall apart. Oh, our last run was much better of a showcase. It's just unfortunately that we PB'd by so much, and I was comparing against my average, so it looked like we saved an hour, which was not true. We saved 19 minutes with our 53 instead of a 112. Talk to password brass knuckle. Cool. Briefcase. 4,000 diamond. We have hit our 10K. Hell yeah. I do not lock that in until I complete the line, but we do have it done. I need more jobs, and the jobs they're giving us aren't necessarily giving us the jobs that we need to complete the run. This is why we would vet against having a till and acquire for one. Because it just... Oh! That's the one! I should have a camera. I really should have a camera. I'm going to save here, just in case. This thing is so rare to actually spawn. Coral Mutineer Social. It's also possible this doesn't exist at spawn and has to happen partway through a run. Because normally I pick up all my jobs right at the start. I'm not constantly looking for them all the way through. So there will be somebody nearby this location with a briefcase that we need to tail. I do believe. They'll probably come out of the bathroom. Muscular, average height. I don't have a camera to take a photo of the exchange. I don't know if that's a required thing. Yep. And since I've saved after starting it, I cannot get a camera in time. Did it say green hair or that person running around with a briefcase right there? They were late to show up. But I need to tail them till they get to their target, see who they give it to, and then figure out who that is. So I need to stay far enough away that they don't aggro on me, but close enough I can see who they actually give it to. And then I need to mark who it is that is receiving it. So I know... Oh, okay. Steal the briefcase. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. It's our target. So unfortunately, I don't have photographic evidence. So I can't finish this one properly because I wasn't prepared for it. Like an idiot. Shut up and take my money. Aroa Sanchez. Optional. But I need to steal the briefcase from them, which means they need to put it down first. Standing by these fire barrels actually does remove the cold debuff, but I'm building it up so quickly in the active rain. So, it's very unfortunate. I need them to put down the briefcase. There is no way for me to take it from their hands. I have tried. I have arrested them. I have attacked them to knock them out. I've caused them to panic by other people doing stuff. They just simply do not drop it. They have to physically put it down themselves. I did not have any way to actually take it from them that I could figure out mechanically. So this is another slow case. So one, we would vet the board to have no tail and acquire. Another, to vet the board to have no... Or vet the seed to have no kidnapping in it. Because the murder, we did figure out who it was pretty dang quickly, and we could have finished it. Our tile just says after escalation, and that looks like it's going to be one of our lines. So we are waiting for a second murder to occur at this point. I'm glad this person doesn't care about me just tailing them constantly. It's not even at a distance. We're just walking home together after I saw them do a funny. Okay. And I have your house key. Easy. I wonder if they'll just let me in, though. Wait for them to put it down while staring at them, pick it up and run out. You walked very close to that door. I might need to brute force this, because it is taking a while. I kind of teleported into their room. That's fine. They're not holding it. Of course they have a knife or something, because I immediately bled. Great. Holy cow, they hit hard. And that is why I quick save before trying that. You never want to load a save, because it just loses you like a full minute immediately. It takes forever to load games in this. I'm also not sure why I'm doing till and acquire. Because if I take out alone, I get a full line there instantly. Okay, right. And then we can do phone call, decorate office, side jobs. We've got 2 of the 3 done. I just noticed my captions are way off to the side. Sorry about that. There you go. Will they actually come to the door now? Okay. It says we have refreshed their AI. But are they actually coming to the door? Unfortunately, there's not much I can do in this case. When they don't want to actively answer the door, they say they're coming to answer. And they punch hard. I wonder if that's tied to their physical attributes, because this is a large person. Finally. Let me in. I need to steal your briefcase. Everybody says, wow, you don't say yes to 400 money? I'm not sprinting. There we go. That's plan B. Tackle them with the door. It just wasn't letting me barge at first for whatever reason. Okay. Tail and acquire. Resolve. I technically failed because we don't have the photographic evidence. I haven't actually had this job in so long. I forgot that that was a requirement until it was too late. This one has a phone. They will wake up eventually and trigger the alarm, but we don't need to worry about that because we're not going back in there, hopefully. Throw it into the sea, because it's a bomb. Do not left click because it will kill me. God dang it. I thought jumping would throw it far enough. There you go. Resolve. Plot route to hand in. So technically I did fail my own conditions by not actually taking the picture of this. I think I said that already. My brain is looping. This is bad. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody's falling down now because it's so very wet. There are umbrellas in this game. I've never tried to use one, but it probably does prevent the wet debuff from building up outside in rain. Because there are newspapers which you can hold up to give yourself cover wherever and people won't recognize you. I'm still going to mark this even though we kind of cheated. And that is 12 goals, so I will split there. Okay, we need to get our loan shorkiness which was in one of these unknown rooms. Accidentally hit auto travel. I don't like using the auto travel. It feels more cheating than manually running. GPS is good because these cities are very samey and repetitive after you've generated so many of them. Hopefully the loan shark is open. It says till 7 p.m. It is closed for the night. I cannot take out a loan. Gosh heckin' darn it. I was too slow getting here. This isn't even the right room. That's not the right room either. What is this game trying to do to me? Oh, no. I don't have the location. I'm still looking for it. That's the Sync Clinic. That's not even... Is the... actually over here? There, I got the black market password. Stop looking for it. But yeah, my average runs for the game had been about an hour and a half. We just had an extremely good PB, dropping it to the 53. And I didn't want to submit that, but at this point, it looks like we may be submitting that one instead of this. I'm not sure. Because we are not finding this loan shark either. This is very unfortunate. I missed a room there. Public bathrooms. No, I didn't. Is there a back building I missed? That would have appeared if it was there, which means it's hidden inside of one of these other buildings like that. And I missed it. I never like trying to locate these ones on a middle floor because it's impossible to tell which one could be a business. Like these ones say apartment, and I just have to mouse over every single one to figure out what it's. Unknown address, apartment. So it could be either of these unknown addresses beside the security room or there, which is the same tile. Very unfortunate. We can panic a little as this is kind of falling apart and I am losing confidence in myself. Yippee. Heron. We almost had the stolen item case at the start. That fell apart on us, and I didn't find another. We got 2 very rare side case spawns. This murder case, after escalation, is taking forever to happen. This person we have identified. They just were not at work or home when I tried. We can see if they're at work now. And that would be our 3rd side job, so we can do that, hit the stinky. And I have Crow's office. I would just need to trace a random phone call, but I don't have anything to properly trace, so it's also not him being here. And this was a restricted zone, and he might not be the one answering the door, so that's going to fall apart too. There is a bunch of chaos in this run. And I would like to submit with an ETA, or estimated time of 1:15, but I don't know if we will always be able to hit that. We are very close on several things, but the spawn luck went against us here. They do not appear to be home. They are home. That's the guy. Oh, I'm dead. I cannot find the way out. I am bleeding. I am shot. Where's the door? There's the door. I'm not bleeding. I'm thirsty and hungry, so I won't regenerate until I eat and drink. But I am wet, so if I fall down, I will take damage, and since I am at critical health, that might actually kill me. Luckily, they will not run down 11 flights of stairs to chase me. I just need to get food and drink before I die. So we're gonna take something bigger. Yakisoba, cola. I need to find a phone to turn this job in at. You can't use that phone, that's my phone. We are fully eaten. Good. Right hand in. I hung it up for them. That is so rude. Job listing. What? Oh, I don't have a thing to click. 6, 3, 4, 8. Color slowly coming back. Third unlisted side job. Boop. I really hope that's 3. I know it's at least 2. I started 3. I don't remember if it actually was 3 or not. I apologize if it wasn't. I am very bad with counting and memory. I have already traced one part of a phone call. We will just do another, because I don't actually have a target to trace right now, so I will do this. Pick up random information here and call it the second part of this thing we started earlier. It is a little cheaty, but so many people called out of here. We have traced phone calls, which is our first line. Finally, at an hour 20. We need to get full stinky, which is a basement. And I need to decorate an office. I still have tons of money. So I should go in here and see if... I don't have the code to get through there. It goes a long way around. $600, too much. $1,200, I'll take it. We love to splurge for doorknobs. I have fast travel to my apartment. Can I not fast travel to my apartment? No. I don't know how to do the fast travel to my apartment. There's supposed to be a button that teleports you there. I got an alley building. Interesting. These are rare. Okay, so office. Edit decor. We need furnishings. Shop. Desk. Vintage. Professional business desk. Confirm. Stand on top of it for this next part because it does like to screw up a little. Get ourselves a cruncher, which is the computer. I forget what else I said was the requirement for an office. Was it a board on the wall? Furnishing? Corkboard. That's a office thingy. I will assume that's it, and if not, I apologize. I still have the 10,000 credits, so that's a second line. Now we just need to go become very stinky. And that will be the end of it. I was going to jump into the water, but that doesn't work well. Because it also knocks us out and throws us to the hospital before we hit full stinky. So there's 2 ways easily to get stinky. One is to rummage around in a trash bin like this. And not hit escape too many times. That only got us partially stinky. The other faster way is to go through the basement 2, which is always flooded with sewage. Casually, it's a great place to pick up lockpicks, etc. on these abandoned shelves, but we are now critical stinky for our third line. That kind of fell apart. I guess I could have gone through the major case as well. I didn't need to finish it, but I tracked down who the killer was and the victim. I could have taken mementos from them and dropped them in my office. And since I had an office, I could also throw a bed down in there, and that would have given us another line instead of stinky. So there is other ways I could have done this. We just got very unfortunate luck with the tail and acquire, recover a stolen item, major case after escalation, the loan shark not appearing at all in a reasonable place. A lot of things kind of fell apart together there, though. But that is not everything I wanted to show with this game. There is a bonus incentive I had in mind involving one of the modifiers. Let me open the splits here. Save splits, yes. That's the wrong set of splits. Open splits. Here we go. I will hide these and bring that up. So we are going to be generating a new seed. A nice small random seed. Gameplay settings. Doesn't matter for these, so we max those out. We want to drop the difficulty to normal. Normal difficulty. The rest of these are the same. But we are going to have an apartment and turn on the rat detective mode. This bonus incentive is what I call the diamond heist, because we are a little rat with our apartment. We need to pay rent, so we need to acquire money somehow. And we do that by stealing. As the rat, there's about a 25% chance that each individual person is set to not interact with you, period. About half of them will just panic, scream, possibly run away, and not want to actually interact with you at all. The other half of those will attack you on sight. I tried to make a more complex run with the rat mode, but everything has run into a dead end on the fact that about a quarter of people will not allow you to play the game. It's nice occasionally, but when it's on a required thing, such as the pawn shop, so you can actually sell things and make money, it falls apart. But for this, we just need to acquire our money and return home. We're pretending that we have an arrangement with our landlord to actually just pay them directly rather than having the money on hand. So we require 1 diamond, and we also want other valuables as well. Sink vials are the second most consistent value thing, and we're about to start because it's finalizing. But rats are not just debuffed. They aren't only social issues. They have other cool abilities, which I try to make use of immediately. We do not take fall damage, so I can just jump off of anything. I can also climb on top of walls, roofs, etc. We want these doors to open. If you get to them too quickly, they don't work properly. Usually in the office here is a passcode hidden for us to get into the safe. Hearing aid, that's not it. I clipped through that wall. Passcode is 3396. Ammunition? They are violent. I can't get through that one. Unfortunately, nothing yet. Our PB for this run is 337, I believe? 9876. Okay. Nice, easy one. Nothing in both. Wow, okay. So this is a little more chaotic. There is guaranteed value in our... Well, not guaranteed, but extremely high chance of value in here. There's almost always some sink item. We have one vial. That is our first item. That's all we get there. Ooh, huge lag spike. That was unfortunate. I don't usually like opening the map for this. The hotel has nothing. This is another good hallway. But since people attack us on sight, we need ways to maneuver, and the diner is a fantastic place to just climb directly through. It breaks their pathing hard, so they can't actually get to us. And there's somebody who attacks on sight with a bat. I saw a code on their desk, but I didn't get a chance to read it, unfortunately. $3324. Another upgrade vial. This was the one with the code on the desk that I didn't get to read, I believe. No, that was the Sink Clinic. That's not a good code. The estimate for this run would be about 5 minutes. It is very close either way. 3501. We do not have a diamond yet. Wow. This is actually the worst diamond luck I have had. Period. Pawn shop back room might have something. If I can find the password. 1234. Same. There is a lot of sequential passwords, so you can brute force a good chunk of them. But another chunk are... There's our diamond. Let's go. So we just need to get something valuable. We are past the 4-minute mark now, so I can also include... What did I say? Jewelry or coffee. If we run by a coffee machine, I can buy that as a backup. Jewelry would be stealing. Hotel. That's a lost item. I need password 4551. Sometimes it is random numbers, and those are actually the most secure. Sync disk, unfortunately not worth anything to us. No coffee in your fridge. Should be a coffee machine here. I'm just going to buy some and run on back. There is no coffee machine here. And that's a bar, so they don't sell it. This is unfortunate. This is probably the worst seed I've hit for this. I'm not surprised after our run. There's a coffee machine. Beside the egg machine. So we need to run home once I figure out which button opens the map. Thank you. I forgot where I lived. Griffith Terrace. I forgot split for 4th item, my bad. Ideally, both the bingo and this would be better as a race, but unfortunately I don't have other people to play with yet. And that's time. We will run that back once more, but it is usually 5 minutes, not much longer. My predicted time is 5:45 on the average there, yeah. We'll just run it once more to confirm. I've never actually seen a sword in one of these locations, but if I somehow did, I would take that. Because you can fight off your landlord, pay them in blood, their blood. The only places I've seen katanas on the ground are in individual people's apartments, and it's slower to go raid those. There's one building that we didn't enter there, which is another very good place to acquire funds. Hopefully we get to see it this time. Certain buildings are tied to offices, and if we go through their desks, there's a very high chance of sync files and occasionally diamonds. I could include confidential envelopes. One of these side jobs is the business concern / theft, and you are stealing company secrets. I could totally add those company secrets to this valuable tier list. You can't sell them normally, but it is technically something valuable. They pay thousands for them if you find the right job to turn it into. So the first door does take a little bit to open, but after that, it usually goes fairly quickly. That beep is them opening the office to get inside from their spawn point. I was standing on their face, don't worry about it. They did not approve. Code 5761. There's our diamond. And 0563. I like that they sit in a dark room and just let me in like this. That makes it so much easier. There's a black market code. Buffalo. We love Buffalo. Town Hall. Good location. Give us a vial, please. Oh, they saw that. They did not approve. Stuck to desk. A second vial. Let's go. That's 3 items. Whoa. Lag spikies. They do run almost the same speed as us, so we do need to do some more shenanigans to evade than I have been. Or 507. Another diamond! So that's our item, and we need to head home. This seems like it'll actually be another PB. Because that will not take me a minute to get back home. You'll love to see it. I also love just climbing these cables. It is so satisfying. And time. 2:23. How is that red? Because we lost time, but it's still a PB, right? Compare against best segments real time. Compare against personal best. There we go. PB by a minute. Heck yeah. So, this can be a very quick bonus incentive, or it can be slower. It's entirely luck dependent on the seed, but we do have backups at expanding what is allowed in the valuable list if it starts taking too long. We had the backup there of just buying coffee, But I could have also gone to the pawn shop and stolen jewelry from them. There is a lot of possibilities with this to keep it nice and quick. And we love that for the little rat. So I'm going to go hang out on the roof now. And this was a bit of a train wreck, but it does show just how bad and silly and possible ways of backing it up. I will be more practiced in it, but I think it's a very nice combination of 2 runs and not too long overall. If there is other concerns with the bingo itself, I do have the list public, so you can read through and suggest things or veto things. I am very open to changing it. To my knowledge, I am the only person who is running it right now. I made the thing myself. It is public. I have shared that spreadsheet on every single video of this I have posted on YouTube. I have the full playlist of all my history here. I'm going to put in my run estimate as 115. It is possible I get down to another 55, and that run could have been mid-40s if I realized just how good of a seed it was. But if we do end early, I can extend it to fill out the whole board, or most of it, as much as we have in the time remaining. If somehow the marathon is behind, we can just cut it with that early time and make it up that way. Either way works with me. But this bonus rat mode would be an easy 5-minute estimate. It would be plus or minus a minute at most, I think. Most of the time lost is in the generating of the actual seed itself, because that was a 2-minute run and it took 2 minutes to generate the seed. But yeah, that's all I have.